Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Ajit-teaches. Today I'm going to talk about how to prepare for one certification, AAIA. I have recently cleared AAIA, which is Advanced in Artificial Intelligence and Audit, which is a new certification launched by ISACA for people who wants to make their career into artificial intelligence audit. It's a new certification. Not lot many people are aware of it, that how to prepare for this, what are the study resources you required. I got an opportunity to tell you about these things because I've recently cleared the exam and I will share my experience with you. How to start? Not many materials are available on the net. There are only two materials. There are two books available. One is a book and another one is a practice test. Both are available on ISACA website and you have to pay for those material. It's costly. For members, the cost is different, and for non-member, the cost is different. But yes, it is costly than the normal books. But unfortunately, we don't have many choices available. We have to use those material because the book will kind of give you an outline that how to prepare. Book thickness, the length of a book is about 160 pages. Don't get very excited and relaxed by seeing the 160 pages book. That 160 page book will kind of provide you an outline that these are the things that you have to prepare for. Okay, the topics you should be preparing for the exam. But again, as I told you, none of the topics is covered in details in a book. None of the topic is covered in detail in book. So it will help you in the sense it will provide you outline and and the practice tests. Then practice tests are also good, but again the question answers that came into the real exam were pretty different from the practice tests. But again, we don't have many choices. Only two materials are available. It kind of gives you a good launching pad to prepare for your exam. So how I studied, I read this book twice. Okay, then I did practice tests. There were around 189 question answers available, but I was not totally dependent on these practice tests. I had taken help of ChatGPT, that is generative AI, to help me in preparing for the exam. Some topics which I don't understand, it's not covered in book. I use ChatGPT for understanding those topics in great detail. Okay. Along with that, when I was doing the question answers, I took help of generative AI, that is ChatGPT, where suppose one question comes in, I post that or paste that question on a ChatGPT asking for the reasons, and along with that, I asked GPT to produce me five similar questions on the same topic but different from that one. So which really gives me a kind of a good idea on the exam questions. Okay, so remember, book is good, but you can't totally rely on the book because I still remember there were some topics which were not in the book and even not in a practice test were there in the exam. So book will kind of provide you an outline. Okay, you have to go out of the way by using different other materials. Like in today's world, you don't need to look out for many material. There is a generative AI tools available which we can use. I have used ChatGPT. Similarly, you can use generative AI. You can use Gemini. In Gemini, you have a adaptive learning available which you can use. But again, don't rely totally on book and the practice test. I have purchased some extra practice tests from outside, but those were not of good help to me. Uh, that really helped me in practicing my question answer, practicing the topics, but don't rely on anything. Right? The real question are pretty different. And I'm pretty happy that ISACA is in a process of regaining its glory because this one remind me of the CISA exam which I first took in 2010. The questions were pretty good. Okay, they were not from any dumps. nothing. It were pretty good questions. Standard was pretty good. Without proper study and all, you can't pass your exam. So don't get very ecstatic by looking at 165 to 170 page book. This is a kind of a misnomer. Okay, the actual paper would be pretty different. But yes, you have to read that book because the questions and topics would be on the same line. Use generative AI, and any tool will help you out for practice tests, for understanding the explanation and all. So this is how I passed my exam. So again, in a summary, use ISACA review manual, which is available on their site. It's an online book. You can't copy it, you can't print it out, you have to purchase it. The validity available is of 1 year. Okay, and then use the practice test. Okay, practice test again, it is available on ISACA website. There are around 189 practice tests, pretty helpful. Okay, and then after that, I have used some extra practice tests, which is available in form of exam dumps. People give the websites really give you 100% guarantee that questions will come. No, don't rely. Use it just like practice tests. Don't use it like exam dumps. That will really help you in passing the exam. So not many materials are available, as I already mentioned. Just one book, one practice test. There are dumps available, but use it like a practice test and use the generative AI tool, which I used, and it really helped me a lot. So use, as I always say, whenever you want to pass any exam, okay, don't try to read book again and again. I always read book twice, like a novel. And when I'm doing a question answers, I use a book like a dictionary in the sense when I come across any question, okay, I just refer to that topic. And these days, you don't have to even refer to the topic on a book. The ChatGPT, generative AI tools are available, which is very, very helpful. So this is how I passed. Uh, and it didn't give me a much uh, uh, I would say the paper was not very tough. Neither it was tough, neither nor it was very, very easy. But again, means I was able to do all my 90 questions within less than 45 to 50 minutes. But again, I'm a trainer. I do deal with these questions day in, day out. So you can't compare. Every person is different. But yes, questions were not pretty straightforward. A lot of questions were from the topics which were not even covered in books, and my extra knowledge, my ability to look out for questions and topics from ChatGPT and generative AI had really helped me a lot. So now I'm preparing for AAISM, which is also pretty similar, but here the objective is different. Its treatment is different. It will cover the AI from the security management perspective. So when I pass, I will make another video on that also. But this one was for AAIA. Hope it helps you in your preparation. Thank you very much.